Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. My name is BizMatik and I got another one for y'all, man. This one is kind of interesting. I was looking for videos to do for y'all. This one is Twisted Twins. Teen sisters confess to brutal murder of mother. Bro, what year did this happen? When did this happen, yo? The crazy stuff that's going on right now. The world is such a weird place right now, but I guess we could say it has always been like that. It just seemed much more just because more media, more coverage and all of that. But it's just too much, man, between your cell phone and the news and it just seems like the world is just falling apart. But if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. And if you do subscribe, say what up to me in the comment section. Let me know. And, you know, I want to say what's up back. You feel me? Let's watch.
And we have to warn you here, what you're about to see is very graphic.
Oh, but this horrible crime never went before a judge or a jury. And we believe it is important for you to hear the truth about what really happened inside that house between those twins and their mother. Katie?
Well, DeMarco, through open records requests, 11 Alive has obtained critical evidence that never made it into a courtroom. Crime scene photos, interrogation tapes, surveillance video, and finally the twins' tape confessions. These puzzle pieces show the twins as they spin a web of denials and what investigators used to unravel it. Identical twins share everything. Birthdays, clothing, even DNA. But Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead also share a dark past. These twins admitted to murdering their mother, a confession that came after 4 months of lying to cover it up.
Twin girls had come home and found their mother deceased.
At first glance, these two sweet 16-year-old girls had just discovered a gruesome scene.
It was the bloodiest scene I think I've ever been to.
January 13th, 2010, one of the girls flags down a passing police car. Inside their home, Conyers police find their mother dead after a brutal attack, submerged in a bathtub.
As soon as you opened the door, you could smell the blood, like the copper iron smell.
The girls, known as Taz and Jazz, are described as visibly distraught and taken into the care of Conyers police.
You come over here, sweetheart. Come sit over here.
Until now, these tapes have never been seen by the public.
Jazz, like, screaming or say something. I looked that way, and all I saw was, like, blood all over the floor.
We were treating them as, victims, witnesses that came home, found their mother, dead.
Remember, these girls admit it. This is all an act.
She's not gonna come back.
Several times, Jazz asked for her mother.
I want my mommy. I want my mama.
A mother that she, along with her sister, murdered.
You gotta be strong, Jay. You got to. Because I'm gonna make sure they find the person that did it.
The people who did it are in this room, lying to police.
It's a little red thingy that sit up on like one of the tables. I didn't see it.
There's a vase, a big giant red vase. That had been used to strike their mother.
More lies, some laced with truth.
There was like blood in front of the door. And there was like a line of blood, like somebody dragged her in there. Because like, you know how the lines out on TV?
That's true. Nikki Whitehead's lifeless body was dragged to the bathtub.
And there were drag marks that went from the living room into the master bedroom, into the master bathroom.
Listen as Jazz actually admits to touching her mother's dead body.
I went to her room, and I see the blood all in there on the floor. And I went in there and I seen her and I touched her.
Later, police would learn she not only touched her, she cut her, bit her, and along with her sister, nearly severed her mother's spinal cord.
That night, we started to have suspicions. There's just something didn't add up. Something didn't seem right.
You didn't see her at all this morning when you left to go to school?
Because she locked her door, because she got a lock that you have to have a key to.
Okay.
And she locked her door at night.
More answers brought more questions.
And what time did y'all leave the house?
We missed the bus, so we had to walk.
You walked all the way to Rockdale?
It's not far.
But this surveillance tape shows the girls walk to a gas station and hitchhike to school with a stranger.
Is that the clothes you wore to school today?
And arrive there 2 hours late, as seen here on this school surveillance camera.
Made all your classes today?
Yes.
By now, police are getting suspicious.
Hey girls, we're gonna have to get you guys clothes.
Hitchhike?
I'll tell you why. You were in the crime scene.
The girls have had a history of domestic troubles with their mother for years. It's evident by this handwritten letter recovered by police at the scene. It was sent from Jazz to her boyfriend. She says, "I just hate living here, being with her."
Tell her you hate her and stuff. When she was dead, she really did die. I told her that plenty of times, but she never died.
Presumably to hide their injuries, both girls wear gloves indoors, but police quickly noticed and asked that they be taken off.
I need to see your hands and your arms. What happened here?
I got into a fight.
You get in a fight with her?
She points to her sister, but the fight was actually with her mother.
They both had what could have been bite marks or scratch marks on their hands. Taz had a bite mark on her left arm.
Detectives
I
decide
wonder
it's
what her
time to
mother
separate
did to
the
this,
girls.
what their mother did to deserve
Taz,
this.
I want you to come out here and sit with them for a minute. I want to talk to your sister.
Why y'all gonna separate us?
Because we need to talk to y'all separate. I know it sounds mean, but it's really not.
Police will now compare stories, and unlike the twins, they're far from identical. Now, tomorrow night, we're going to pick up with this story right where we left off. Police start to look at the girls as suspects and apply pressure that ultimately leads to on-camera confessions. We have those tapes as well.
I tell you, it is absolutely chilling watching that video, especially when you know that they're lying.
It's chilling for me to watch it. Like, that's why I say, man, people are capable of anything. But then again, you don't know the trauma that's there. You don't know how abusive. First of all, I'm not excusing anything. There's no reason to take somebody's life, especially in that fashion. But I'm just saying, like, we still don't know. We still don't know what was happening. You feel me? That mother was probably evil as shit too. You feel me? We don't know. But like, that's why, because I was thinking in my head, damn, what would lead you up to do something like that? So, I mean, I really want to hear their side of the story. Like, what did their mother do that made them go all out like that? Because that's some crazy shit.
Video, especially when you know that they're lying.
Right, it is. And when you see the confessions, it's even more dramatic how different the stories are at the beginning and the end. So it really is the complete story, getting all this evidence.
And pick up the story again tomorrow.
And I've been live chatting with folks about the story. You can go to 11alive.com, and I'm going to be live chatting until 11:30 tonight with any questions.
Wow. All right, part 2 tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. Thanks, Katie. Thank you.
Oh, what a story. Tonight, identical killers now with identical sentences for killing their own mother. Twin sisters, Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead. They were just 16 years old, 16 at the time of the brutal attack.
Well, last night we showed you never-before-seen video that shows the girls' initial lies to police. Tonight, Katie Beck has the video that shows the two
These
sides.
bitches be lying. These bitches be lying.
Well, Brenda, the twins weeping and sobbing and asking for Mama. You saw the interrogation room video last night. It was all an act, and it was an act police ultimately don't believe. Watch
'Cause it was
tonight
sad.
as
It
the
was
tough
poor acting.
questions start to rattle the twins, and just how rattled they get when they're finally arrested.
All right. Taz, I want you to come out here and sit with them for a minute. I want to talk to your sister.
Police start to set their sights on Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead as suspects in their mother's murder.
It started to become clear that at the very least they were being deceptive.
Like when the twins told police how they'd been horrified to find their home covered in blood.
Jazz, like, screamed or say something. I looked that way, and all I saw was, like, blood all over the floor.
They killed their mother and tried to hide it.
There was evidence that they tried to clean up and just realized it was just too much.
Investigators smelled bleach in the carpet, saw bloody clothes in the wash, and found clothes the twins had thrown away.
Is that the clothes you wore to school today?
But not the clothes she wore during the murder.
Any information you think I might want to know that you haven't told me?
No.
The twins start to show their nerves, perhaps their guilt, especially Jasmia, seen here rocking back and forth.
You think we did it? Why you say that? Because it seemed like it. Who said that? Well, it just seemed like how y'all was questioning us and stuff. It just seemed like y'all think we did it.
She sounds guilty
Denial
as fuck.
after denial.
No, I swear to God.
The separated twins try to stick to their story, but being apart is wearing them down.
Yes.
Sit over there. Come on, sit down. Be calm and sit down, okay? Don't do nothing crazy, all right?
I just need to be calm and sit right there.
The firmer police get, the more lies the girls tell. Those fresh cuts and bites on both of their hands and arms. They first tell police they got in a fight with each other, then exchange that lie for another.
The twins were claiming that the bite marks they had on them were self-inflicted, that it's a nervous reaction that they would have.
Jazz tries to act out that lie for the cameras as she bites her own hands. Meanwhile, her sister Taz, also aware of the camera, performs another act.
Can't eat. Mom's text, scratch. I know this whole thing on me over the scratch.
And prays aloud, hoping to catch her mother's killer.
Please, God. And I really want them to catch this person.
The girls went home with their great-grandmother that night. They went to school, had a social life, perhaps started to believe that they'd gotten away with it. But police were watching them all the while and building a case. Nearly 4 months later, their time was up.
Once we got them both arrested, we got the car mic'd up to listen to them in case they said something together incriminating.
This is an audio recording of the girls talking on the day of their arrest.
They said they passed me on the cheek on my arm.
The twins' tone has changed.
I'm not going down for something I did not do. Me either. The day you find a murder with my fingerprints on it or something, please do that. Please find a murder with me and then get rid of her. Thank you.
The two sweet, victimized twins were long gone.
Just the anger coming out in the voice again, talking about how terrible our evidence was, how, you know, if you want to charge me, find a murder weapon.
What you waiting for? They have a coffee and donuts and have it get jolly on time. She don't care.
Once in police custody and in jumpsuits, faced with a murder trial, the twins' tone would change again as they finally break down and give their tape confession. Now, as you might guess, tomorrow night we're going to show you how this story ends, the girls' confessions. And in these recordings, you will hear about the brutal fight they had with their mother and how they disposed of the murder weapon that was never found. I am also live chatting right now about this story along with the investigator on this case to give you more behind-the-scenes information. We're going to be online until about 11:30. If you want to join the discussion, just log on to 11alive.com. It's right on the homepage.
Absolutely.
The more you talk, the more they're going to catch you.
Part 3 tomorrow. Thanks, Katie, thank you. Well, we've seen them lie while under interrogation and even mock officers after their arrest. Tonight, you'll see those same twin sisters admit to brutally killing their mother. This week, 11 Alive cracked open the case file of Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead. And tonight, the most chilling details yet. Katie Beck is here with the twins' confession.
Well, Brenda, we pick up almost exactly 4 years after the crime, the twins about to go to trial. Instead, they accept a 30-year sentence and start talking about what actually happened the morning of the murder. 4 years
just for trial.
It wasn't like it was a fight on the street. It was more of a fight till somebody died.
A fight with their mother after waking up late for school.
She just started waving the pot around and things like that or whatever. So I guess she trying to hit us with the pot. You know, she just threatening us and everything.
The girls say they got the pot away from her, but it was the start of an all-out brawl.
Your mom's yelling?
We all yelling.
Everybody's yelling.
We mad.
I had took the pot from her. This way she had grabbed the knife and kind of turned like you said, get back. But she didn't keep the knife in her hand.
My mom is winning that battle with the knife or whatever, so I picked up the pot and I hit her with the pot.
Jazz breaks this red vase over her mother's head. It was the first sign of blood, and her mother fought back.
She bit me in the chest. Like I said, I'm not that big, so when she bit me, she latched on to me. I'm trying to get her off of me because it hurts. I'm trying to punch her, I guess. And I think Dad stabbed her. He stabbed her.
After more fighting, Jazz says at some point she begins to choke her mother with this ribboned medallion she won as a child. Her mother delivers a swift backhand blow, catching her by surprise.
So I was stunned. I think I picked up a knife and I stabbed her. They wasn't cuts like they were deep because I couldn't bring myself to do that.
After all the biting, punching, screaming, and stabbing, the twins drag their mother into the bathtub. Neither really explain why.
You had it by the hands?
Yeah, I think I had like I was at the top.
And Jazz had her feet.
It was she was heavy.
What did y'all do?
They put her in the tub.
But Nikki Whitehead was still alive. In fact, she was talking to the twins.
What's she saying?
She hated her. She hated her. And, well, I guess like the same thing, going to jail.
What are you saying to her?
I'm sorry. I told her I was sorry.
Minutes later, they would watch their mother die.
She went under a couple times and that was it.
When that was it, I'm gonna use your words, when that was it, what'd you and your sister do?
I guess we was shocked. I mean, we didn't really believe, I guess, what we did.
So I say, fuck them kids, man. That's some evil
Then they would
shit.
attempt to clean up, go to school, and begin their lies to police.
We just started and how we was going to cover it up, I guess.
The girls admit that when they returned, they expected the police would be there, and their mother would not. The sight of what they had done was overwhelming.
I really wish it didn't happen like that. I wish I could have saw something else to do. I wish I did. Sorry.
Over not going to school?
It's just confusion. It's like turmoil. It's just like it never stopped.
The girls wish they'd called police during the fight rather than hours after the murder, been truthful, and wish they still had a mother.
I'm sorry, I miss her. But it was not what Linda and all of them try to make it seem. I didn't hate her. Tad didn't hate her either. It just was built up. I don't know, I guess heated alone and just built up anger between all three of us.
Now, the prosecutor in
feel
this
bad
case
for them
says he
hoes.
intends for both of the girls to serve every day of their 30-year sentence.
I don't feel bad for them. 30 years, that's light. They should spend life. They should. Well, I guess 30 years is enough. I don't know how much people should go to jail for murder, but that's crazy, man. It's fucking kids, man. Fucking kids. That's why we need fathers around, man. I don't think that shit would have gone that far. Where the fuck? Where's the father? Like, where's the father at, man? Like, when your mom got mad at you, you just shut the fuck up and let her lash out. You feel me? And then she'll get over that shit, and then she'll cook you a meal and apologize. But being late for school, you got you got in a fight with your mother, the person who put you on this earth, the person who was raising you. You was in her household. Y'all got so mad because she was yelling at y'all or whatever. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, but hey, shit, I wasn't there. I can't judge the situation, but that was fucking crazy. That was crazy. They did her dirty. Stab her, hit her with the vase, drag her in the tub, and watch her die, bro. That shit sound like some evil shit straight out of a movie. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That shit's disgusting to me. But y'all let me know how you feel in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all in the next one, and y'all better be there. Peace.